Hello folks, for this video I thought I'm gonna conclude the Angular form series for a while. I wanted to make this video about ngx-mask module, which would be the module that lets you mask your input, that makes a better user experience. It is quite easy to install and use it. I thought I'll do a quick overview of that ngx-mask module. I'm going to continue building on this very simple Angular form. The ngx-mask module is this one. So first what you need to do is run this npm install save ngx-mask command, which is the command that will install you this module. I already did that. When that module is installed, what you need to do is add this ngx-mask module in your imports property array and use this for root method on that module. Next, how are we going to use this ngx-mask module? Let's add a new field which would hold our data phone. I've already added this to my data object. In here, what you can do now is make mask and add the specific mask you want for your input. So what kind of masks do we have here? We have numbers, we have digits that are optional, we have only letters, and we have letters and digits, and they can be separated. Let's start with some arbitrary phone number example. The mask inputs accept string. Let's imagine we have this type of phone number that we accept, that is 3 digits, then 2 digits, then let's say, I don't know, 3 digits again, separated by dash, and 2 digits again, and 2 digits again. So 0 is any digit, and it is not optional. So let's get back to our form, and this is how it masks it. You can type any digits and those will be masked for the greater user experience, and the user will see this and it is easier to read. Next, I've added this handle change method, which we don't need to pass event here. So I've added this method for the pure reason that you would see how our data phone is changing. So when we type anything in our data phone number, this is the way your data keeps that value. So the mask is only for the user experience. It doesn't get your data dirty or messed up. If you need your data to be just a number of digits, this will still work. It's just only for the benefit of the user, so that the user will have a greater time on your web application. So this is actually pretty much it. What you can do in here is also use the mask pipe. For example, if you want to display it not in an input, but just as a string somewhere on your web application, you can do this. Data phone, then use mask as a pipe. This is a pipe symbol in Angular. And this data phone will be shown through the mask of this value that you passed it. So with this pipe, you can display it anywhere. One other thing is, I'll quickly show you here in the ngx-mask module that you have special characters. You can use them as separators for the mask. That would be the dash, the slash sign, the whatever it is. And then if you see that one of these characters that you want to use are not present in here, what you can do actually is to use a special characters attribute. So let's say you want to use 2 numbers and separate them by this exclamation point for whatever reason, but the exclamation point is not on the list of the default characters. So when you do that, nothing happens. What you have to do now then is add those special characters. That would be an array, and inside that array, whatever special characters you want to support for that input. So if we go back now and we type 3 digits, whatever digits we want, they will be separated by this exclamation point. So this is why you have special characters. It is an array that accepts a string of values that can be used as a separator if those values are not already present in the default characters. So as I have said, you have zeros to represent digits in your mask. So that would be 4 digits separated by a dash sign, and they are required digits. But if you're not sure if the user can enter 4 digits or 5 digits, and both of them are valid, you can add 9 at the end, and that would represent an optional digit, and that would look like this. So not valid, not valid, valid. But you can also add the 5th one, And if you delete the fifth one, it's still valid because this 9 is optional. If you're not sure if at the end the user might enter a digit or a letter, uppercase or lowercase, you add this A letter, and that would make it 111, not valid, not valid. But at the end, you can add S, or you can add another one. It will work. If at the end you need only letters, well, not necessarily at the end, I'm just showing you in this example. If at any point you need only letters in your mask, you add the S letter inside your mask, and that would represent only letters. So I'm trying to type a digit, but I can't. But as soon as I type the letter, it lets me, and that works as a valid input. And just to wrap this up, at the end, I'm going to show you a little bit more advanced. As a concept, what you can do with this module is you can add patterns here, actually. And that will be your own patterns. So what you do is you add another property in here, in your component or anywhere. So what you do is in custom patterns, you can define what 0 does with a regular expression in here. You define the regular expression for the 0 digit in your pattern, and then you use custom patterns here, and those zeros would go through this regular expression that you define here, and that can be anything that suits your particular case that isn't covered by the default functionality, in case you might want that. Other than that, I think that is it. I hope this was useful to you, and this is it for today.